Who is Marjorie Taylor? Supposedly the protector. Okay. I got to get some margin to address this here. Picture this, Hollywood. Sparkling roads are swirling and there's no need to focus on the following blockbuster. Today, we're plunging into a secret that is held Tinseltown, one that rotates around the shocking Lori Harvey and her journey for truth. You understand what I needed at 21? I don't need it 25, correct? I don't actually know her any longer. I don't have the foggiest idea what her identity is. Everybody knows Steve Harvey, the television investor with that irresistible magnetism. He's been a stone in Lori's life. And keeping in mind that he's her stepbrother, their bond has appeared to be vague from that of an organic dad-girl-little girl team. As perhaps of the most gorgeous and pursued model on the planet. She orders consideration any place she goes. Steve never wondered whether or not to give Lori love, frequently openly considering her his own. Yet, in a move that has left Hollywood's first class and fans the same in shock, Lori is purportedly looking for clearness about her genealogy through a DNA test. The inquiry at the forefront of everybody's thoughts: who truly is Lori Harvey's natural dad? I feel that was all there was to it for me. I think since I was youthful, I was all the while attempting to sort out what my identity and do I like and what don't I like. Presently, here's where things get truly succulent. Lori's mom, Marjorie Harvey, isn't new to Hollywood's gossip factory. Murmurs regarding her previous connections have long drifted in the shadows of stylish gatherings and breathtaking red floor coverings. A portion of those very murmurs recommend that the responses Lori looks for may be connected to a huge figure from quite a while ago. Might a past love interest at any point be the lacking part of the riddle? Yet, pause, there's a curve. William. Large blast Freeman needs. Steve's guardian has strikingly ventured into the spotlight, asserting he's not only an ex-worker. Enormous blast charges a relationship with Marjorie tracing all the way back to the mid-2000s. What's more, here's the sensation. He's daringly recommending that Lori may be his natural little girl. Discuss shaking the groundworks of the Harvey family. Presently, Lori's DNA test isn't a basic swab and pause. It conveys the heaviness of years possibly rethinking her relationship with Steve, the one who's been her support point through various challenges. It's an intersection second for them, the two feelings, personality, trust. The actual texture of family is being scrutinized plainly. What's more, as though that wasn't sufficient to mix the pot, there are quieted discussions alluding to possible disunity among Marjorie and Steve. Might a separation at any point be not too far off? We can't resist the urge to contemplate whether this discussion is stoking the fire, particularly as it's having expanding influences on both Lori and Steve's expert directions. Brian's generally so aware of picture and alliance are purportedly reevaluating their ties. Presently we've figured out how to get some selective insider scoop. A source near the family uncovers this is definitely not an unexpected disclosure. There have been propensities, quiet inquiries that have waited for some time. Gracious, the plot is turning. To plunge a piece further into this Hollywood whirlpool, we should begin by unraveling the historical backdrop of Marjorie and Steve's relationship. Their romantic tale started, harking back to the 1990s, despite the fact that they didn't secure the bunch until 2007. I met her 86-87 when the melody emerged. Then, at that point, God gave her back to me in 2005. From that point forward, the team has habitually been depicted as one of Hollywood's power couples, with the two of them supporting each other's undertakings and introducing a unified front against any reactions or discussions. Think what has been going on with me. What's more, Margie we got together at a point in our life where we had both fizzled at this wretchedly. Furthermore, it simply wasn't. Disappointment wasn't a choice. It's urgent to take note of that. While Steve has consistently kept a public picture of loving Lori as his own media, hypotheses about the relational peculiarities have infrequently indicated propensities of strain. There have been occurrences in past meetings where unpretentious subtleties in their discussions alluded to fundamental issues. Lori, then again, has only occasionally spoken about these hypotheses. However, her rising noticeable quality in the public eye implied that she's needed to address her relational peculiarities now and again. During a 2018 appearance on a famous syndicated program, she referenced, "Our family has its intricacies like some other, however the affection we share for each other remaining parts relentless." Enter William Large Blast Freeman. He wasn't simply a spectator in the Harvey family adventure. Freeman was once a vital piece of Steve Harvey's expert world, filling in as his protector during the mid-2000s. Their functioning relationship has for quite some time been supposed to have finished on not exactly agreeable conditions. Freeman's ensuing cases about his supposed relationship with Marjorie have just added one more layer of interest. With such a set of experiences, it's not shocking that the actual topic of family values and faithfulness has been intermittent. In Steve Harvey's public appearances and shows, he's many times examined the significance of remaining by your friends and family, regardless of the obstacles. During an episode of his syndicated program, he once said, "There's no need to focus on blood or science. It's about the adoration and bond you share." This opinion mirrors the Harvey family's approach to exploring past discussions and bits of hearsay. An unknown insider as of late uncovered to us the Harveys have consistently figured out how to introduce a unified front, in any event, during the hardest times. They esteem their picture and the possibility of family over all the other things. In any case, as the adage goes, when you're at the zenith of popularity, the world keeps a close eye on you, and the ramifications are extensive. The continuous strife in the Harvey family isn't without its proficient misfortune. I think just continuously putting me first, and I have such countless organizations that I'm like. Brands specifically are proceeding warily. A few significant supports that were in chats with both Lori and Steve are currently supposedly on hold, and existing joint efforts are under survey. The style business, known for its speedy reaction to public feeling, is remarkably vigilant. A source from a main design magazine as of late uncovered, "We had a restrictive photograph shoot agreed with Lori 1 month from now. Presently it's delayed endlessly." As is many times the situation, public insight influences with each diversion of the story. Web-based entertainment has been swirling with separated conclusions. While some commend Lori for looking for lucidity and truth, others contend that this family debate ought to have stayed private. Syndicated programs and media sources are having a field day estimating on each conceivable result and its suggestions inside media outlets. The murmurs are stronger than any time in recent memory. The Harveys, once viewed as a signal of family solidarity, are presently a subject of quieted discussions at industry occasions and get-togethers. Striking figures from Hollywood, some of whom have shared screen space or teamed up with Steve, are keeping a discretionary quiet. Then, at that point, there are the agitating reports about Marjorie and Steve's likely detachment. The type of this debate is purportedly adding weight to a generally difficult stage in their marriage.